everyone, it's Mrs. Perez here with you today, and we're going to do some mindful movement together. And I am not here alone. You can see behind me I have my daughter Lily, and I have my daughter Lucy, and I have my son Lucas, who are going to all be joining us today for mindful movement. So if you have been a Base-Age student, then you have done mindful movement with me. However, maybe you're doing this video with a sibling or one of your parents who has never done our mindful movement together. So we're going to start at the beginning, and you can be a leader at home with whoever you're doing this video with. So I'm going to be using some words that maybe you have seen the poses that we're doing called different things. Maybe you've taken a yoga class, or you know somebody who's taken a yoga class and they use different language, different vocabulary for some of these poses. And all of the words that I'm going to use today, I got from a training that I did with a mindful movement company called Pure Edge. And so these are their words. And so first I'm going to teach you how we're going to breathe today. And we're going to do it all from our nose. So we're going to breathe in through our nose and breathe out through our nose. And I want you to try to take some long breaths in through your nose and then out through your nose. So here we go. Let's do 3 together. So through your nose, breathe in and out. And in and out. And in, back straight. And out, relax your shoulders. And when we breathe out, I'm not sure if you can hear from the video, but we actually make some noise through our throat as we're breathing out. So listen to mine this time and see if you can hear my breath as I exhale. So let's see if we can hear your breath out as you exhale as well. So we're going to get going. And the way we always start our practice is with the singing bowl. So I will ring the singing bowl to indicate that our practice has started. And then when our practice is finished, I will ring the singing bowl again. So here we go. So let's come up to a standing position. And we'll put our feet about a fist width apart. So not super close, but definitely not spread out. And with your arms relaxed by your side and your shoulders down, we call this pose standing mountain. You're just solid like a mountain. And I want you to plant your feet into the ground. Hopefully you have your shoes and socks off, and you can spread your toes wide, and you can feel the ground underneath both of your feet. And feel where your heels make contact with the ground. And feel where your toes make contact with the ground. And see if you can feel where the balls of your feet make contact. Maybe you can feel the ground under the sides of your feet. And press your arches down and see if you can feel equal pressure from all parts of your feet. Now imagine roots are going to grow underneath your feet into the mat or the carpet or the tile or the hardwood floor underneath your feet. And let those roots sink underground into the dirt below and start to spread all their little root fingers and really feel the roots pulling your legs and your feet into the ground. Now you are solid. And we'll start with our opening sequence, which is going to be a sunrise, and then a sunset, and then we'll do a little lift, and then we'll go back to sunset and sunrise and mountain. And I will teach them all to you slowly the first time. So here we go, sunrise. We're gonna breathe in and reach all the way over our head. Breathe in. And then when you breathe out through your nose, we're gonna fold all the way over, reaching our hands towards our knees or towards our shins or towards the ground, keeping our knees not locked straight, but just a little bit bent. And so we're gonna breathe out and fold in half for sunset. Here we go, breathe out. And now you're reaching down. Maybe you can reach as far as your shins, or maybe you can reach to your ankles. Maybe your fingertips can just reach the top of your feet. Wherever they can reach is perfect. And you have breathed out. Now, on the next breath in, we're gonna just rise up a little way with a flat back, straight knees, and our hands are gonna just slide up just to our knees with your back staying flat. And you're gonna look up at me and breathe in. And then to breathe out, you're just gonna go back down to sunset. Breathe out. Now to breathe in, we're gonna go all the way to sunrise, arms over your head. Breathe in. And then breathe out to mountain. So let's try it a little bit faster all together. Breathe in, sunrise. Breathe out, sunset. Breathe in, little rise up, look at me. Breathe out, back down. Breathe in, sunrise. And breathe out, mountain. So it's really important that the whole time you're breathing slowly and you're thinking about your breath as you're doing every move. So here we go, let's go again. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, little rise up to look at me. Breathe out, back down. Breathe in to sunrise and breathe out to mountain. I love that I can hear your breath. And breathe in, sunrise. Breathe out, sunset. Breathe in, little lift. Breathe out, sunset. Breathe in, sunrise. And breathe out to mountain. So the breath is one of the most important pieces of this mindful movement. Doing our raising moves while breathing in and doing our lowering moves while breathing out. Okay, so we're gonna go on to tree. And I know that a lot of you know what tree is. So you still have your feet planted here. And let's lift up our left heel. Now it's your left, it's all of our right. So it gets a little confusing when you're trying to teach like you're standing in a mirror. So you've got your left heel raised off the ground and you're on your tiptoe on your left. Now I want you to take your left knee and I want you to turn it all the way out to your side. So your left knee is pointing towards the wall to your side. And now your left heel, you can just let it rest on your ankle of that standing foot. And just this right here is tree. And you can make it more challenging by going up with your hands. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Inhale, exhale. Now for more of a challenge, you can stay here and close your eyes and continue to breathe. You can stay here and look up at your fingertips and continue to breathe. Maybe you want to lift your foot up just a little ways up the tree trunk, and you can stop at your calf. If you want even more of a challenge, you can go past your knee all the way up. And this one's really tricky. The one place I don't want you to stop is at your knee, because it's really hard on your knee for your foot to be pressing against it. So find the position that's most comfortable, but still gives you a little bit of a challenge. And then I want you to take 4 deep nose breaths on your own. And come on back down to standing mountain. I don't know about you, but I need to shake out that standing leg. It gets a little bit tired. Okay, so let's switch legs. So let's plant our left leg into the ground, and we'll lift up our right heel. So we're on our right tiptoe. We're gonna turn our right knee out towards the sidewall, and then you're gonna rest your heel just on your ankle. And this is standing mountain. Breathe in right here through your nose. And out. And now this time we'll raise our arms up over our head, and you can choose to keep your eyes open, or you can look up at your fingertips, or you can choose to close them. Here we go. Breathe in and out and in and out and in and out. And now do 4 more at your own speed, wherever your challenge position might be. Begin. Go ahead and shake out both legs. Okay, you guys are doing so great. Okay, let's move to one more standing pose. We will move to what's called star. I'm gonna turn my mat so I don't have to turn sideways. My helpers are gonna have to just maybe go on the edges of their mat. And so we're gonna make our body like a star. So we're gonna take our feet quite a bit wider than we were before. Not crazy straddle so that you can't hold your balance, but pretty wide. And I want all 10 of your toes to face me. Make all 10 point straight in front of you. And then when your hands both go out to the side, this is star, because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points to your star. So right here in star, let's breathe in and out and in and out and in and out. And now this time we will take star and we'll turn it into triangle. And so triangle, let me just show you what triangle looks like. So triangle looks like this. And we're going to do it on an exhale when we breathe out. So we will breathe in and go to star, and then we'll breathe out and we'll let our left hand just slide down your left leg until it gets to about your knee. I want you to think about keeping your back nice and straight and not bending over, because down here, this doesn't really look like a triangle. So we want to keep it nice and straight as we slide. So here we go. Let's try together. You ready? Breathe in to star and breathe out to triangle. Now, while you're here, you're either looking straight at me, or you can look up at your fingertips for a challenge. And this is definitely trickier. And hold it here and breathe in and breathe out and breathe in and breathe out. And this time breathe in to star and breathe out. Now let's take our triangle the other way. Breathe into star. And now breathe out to your right into triangle. Look at me or look up at your fingertips. Breathe in and out. And in and out. And into star and out, back down. Okay, go ahead and walk your feet back together. And now we're gonna go down to our hands and knees. Actually, I'm gonna stay sideways for a minute. And you guys can face forward. So we're gonna be down on our hands and knees. And right here, we're like a table. Our back is nice and flat. You could put a drink on my back, a glass of water, and it wouldn't spill. So our back's not up like this. It's also not sagging, but it's nice and flat. And we're gonna do some cat and cows. And when we do cow, that's when we will breathe in. So are your toenails touching the mat? You want to relax your toes. So if they're up like this, just lay them down. Your hands should be right below your shoulders, straight down below, not too close to your knees, not way out here, but just right under your shoulders. And we're gonna do cow first because that's the breathing in. So for cow, you're gonna look way up. You're gonna drop your belly button down towards the mat and you're gonna breathe in. Breathe in. And now we have to breathe out. Well, to breathe out, we're gonna do cat, which is just the opposite of this. So we're gonna end up looking down, pressing our belly button up towards the ceiling and breathe out. So here we go. Let's do cow. Breathe in. Cat, breathe out. Cow, breathe in. Cat, breathe out. Cow, breathe in. Cat, breathe out. And from here, let's just push back into a rock. You're gonna make your big toes touch. Have your heels spread a little bit and just sit back down onto your heels and reach your hands out in front of you and go ahead and just let your forehead rest on the ground. Leaving your forehead on the ground and your bottom touching your heels, stretch your fingertips towards me and breathe in and breathe out and breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in and breathe out, and go ahead and sit back up. And let's stay in this tabletop position. I have one more for you here in tabletop, and it's called pointing dog. So you're going to be like a pointer setter, is that what they're called? The dog that will point to things. So we're going to do opposite hand and foot. So I'm not sure which way you happen to be facing, but I'm gonna start with my left hand, and I'm gonna reach reach my left hand out in front of me. And then I'm going to carefully lift my right foot off of the mat and try to have it straight behind me. And I'm keeping my back as flat as I can. I'm not trying not to let it fall. I'm trying not to push it up. I'm trying to keep it flat. And then take your gaze, where you're looking, out over your fingertips. And remember to breathe. Breathe in and out. In and out. Sometimes I like to just push into rock just for a second, just to rest. And let's come back up to the dog, to the tabletop, and let's switch now. So I'm gonna lift up my right hand, and I'm gonna carefully lift up my left leg, and I'm looking out past my fingertips, and I'm breathing through my nose. Breathe in and out. And in and out. And in and out into rock. And just enjoy rock for 3 breaths on your own. Come on up, and we will come back to seated mountain. And I'm going to show you a shoulder breath. So when we breathe in, we're going to lift our shoulders up towards our ears, like you're shrugging your shoulders. And then when we breathe out, we're going to lower them down, and we'll do that 3 times. Just gently rest your hands on your knees. And here we go. Breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. And now, for some people's favorite part, I know it's mine, we're going to go to guided rest. So you're going to just get yourself comfortable on your backs. You're going to lay all the way down onto your back. And your hands are resting gently by your side so that your palms are reaching towards the ceiling. And let your feet just relax so your toes kind of splay out to the side. And your whole body is just given permission to turn off. And even allow your eyes to just gently close so that you have turned off every muscle. And let your breath just come and go naturally. And imagine your favorite color. And that favorite color is a warm, warm ray of light shining on top of your head. And let that favorite color fill your body with warmth and color and relaxation. Just let your head feel heavy into the ground. And let your cheeks feel heavy. And let your ears sink down towards the mat. And now let your jaw relax. Unclench your teeth and just let your jaw sit neutral. And now feel your throat and your neck relax as they sink deeper into the ground. Now send your light, that warm color, into your shoulders and feel them sink into relaxation. And now your chest. Let your chest be heavy and relaxed. And your belly, let it just sink into the mat. And your hips are heavy and relaxed. And now let's go to your arms. Imagine that light of warmth filling each arm, letting your arms sink deeper into relaxation. Down your wrists and your hands and each fingertip. Now let the warm light fill your thighs and go past your knees and into your calves. And let your ankles relax and your heels feel where they're making contact with the mat or the floor. Let your toes relax. And now send that wave from the top of your head all the way through your body, out your toes. And then send the wave from your toes all the way out to your head. And for a couple of seconds, I'm going to let you sit in silence and just breathe. Go ahead and wiggle your toes, and wiggle your fingers, and turn onto one side. Use your arm like a pillow, and just lay on your side, and take 3 long nose breaths. And then when you're ready, join me in Seated Mountain. And we'll take 3 shoulder breaths. Breathe in and out. And in and out. And in Give yourself a hug. Just being here today with you has made me smile. And I want you to go make somebody else smile today. And I hope you enjoyed this.